A very good morning to everyone. A very happy morning. Good morning. My name is Dr. Anurag Verma, and I am your zoology teacher. For some of the sectors, I will be your zoology teacher. So, this is the first class, and I welcome you all to this session. You know that, we all know that this year, due to some reason, you were not able to make up. It might be due to ill health. Some people have ill health. Some people have lack of confidence. Good morning, beta. Good morning. Yeah, I recognize you. Happy morning. Okay, happy morning. Due to some ill health or maybe some other factors. Every day is a new beginning. Every session is a new beginning. Maybe God wants us to wait a little. Everyone will have some of the other issues, maybe soon, maybe later. Okay, our issue has been solved, the bad time is over. Those who have really studied and think that they were not able to make up, every failure gives us a learning. And you know what is a learning? What is the learning of this year's NEET result? The learning is the reason for our marks, lesser marks, is due to certain lacuna in our preparation. Once again, the reason for failure, the cause of failure is lacunae, some deficiencies in the efforts for success. That is for sure. Everyone know there are some deficiencies in our efforts. We'll work on those deficiencies and we will get a good result this time. As simple, success follows a science. It's a science of success. Earlier, I used to take seminars and live interactions with the students who have cleared IIT JEE. So I used to take the live seminars and all, and there I realized one thing, that all of them follow a certain mechanism. That means success is not something random. It is just like science. And if you, me, anyone follow that type of work, we will also get success. As simple. If I take water, if I boil water, what will happen? It will boil. It will, at 100 degrees Celsius, it will become vapors because there is a science of it. In the same way, if we do the work in the right manner, we will definitely get the result. So first of all, let us fix our targets. Right from day one, we should know what is our goal. Just imagine there is a jam-packed stadium, and the stadium there is a final match between the two contenders. The teams are there, every lights are there, floodlights, and ball is there. And the match started, and they found that the goals are not there. Will there be any match? No. It will be just, a laughter, or it is simply a joke and not a game. That means without the goal, even the football match or a football game becomes useless. Even a football game becomes useless. Our life, our success, without the goal, how come we can expect moon out of it? Follow the same principles. That means point number one, make your goal. I call it jam approach. Now, don't go on this because I found this on my pen drive. Although we also have that. And see, it is not a matter that whose name is written. What matters is the paper there. So I'll start with this. Today we will be discussing some questions on zoology in the year 2022. So I call it GEM approach, GEM, GEM approach. We all will follow the GEM approach. And you know what is that GEM approach? First of all, let me write down. It is GEM, GEM approach. Now the G stands for goal setting. Goal setting. The E stands for efforts. Efforts. So according to the goal, we have to calibrate our efforts. Efforts. So for a different goal, different type of efforts are required. Efforts. And M stands for measurement. Measurement. Measurement means we will see that whether your efforts are doing or your efforts are going in a right direction, and are you really getting your day-by-day goals or your week-by-week goals. So are our efforts are right or they are not right? Maybe they are in the wrong direction or maybe they are in the right direction, but the speed is not right. That is, now the last M, that is our job. Don't worry about that. We will measure it. We have plenty of ways to measure the efforts, whether your efforts are going in the right direction. This you have to do. This you have to do. This is what comes from your heart. That should be the goal. For example, if I'm having an average student, suppose if I'm a friend of an average student, or maybe I was a pretty average student, right? So what will be my goal? I have written the NEET this year, okay, and I could not make through. I could get some 450 marks like that. I could not make through. I come to know that if a score 620 above is a safe score, I want to go into a medical college. No matter it is AIMS or ZIPMER or any other medical college, government medical college, because I don't want my parents to spend that much of money which they have really saved for their future. So my goal will be, let us say, any marks 650 plus. A very realistic goal. I can make it 720. Is it realistic? No. Because if I am having the ability to achieve 720, I would have achieved something this year. That means there has been some lacunae from time to time. Let us not think about that. What comes from my heart? I want to become a doctor. I always saw myself as a doctor right from day one of whenever I used to decide our career. I could not think of any other thing other than a doctor. Although my father is an engineer, my younger brother, who is 2 years younger to me, he is also an engineer. So they both of them, they had a goal of becoming an engineer. My mother my mother is a homemaker, and she has really inculcated right fighting spirit in both the brothers. But from my side, and whenever I used to write my name, suppose if I am giving some present, some gift to anyone, I used to write my name. I used to write as Dr. Anurag Verma. I used to write letters. That was a time when we used to send handwritten letters to people. I used to sign myself as Dr. Anurag Verma when I was in class 2nd, 3rd, 4th, from that time. So that has really on my head. And it is not my goal to do it from AIMS, ZIPMER or something like that. So I'm just telling you what could be. Your goal can be different, will be different. Your goal can be different or will be different, okay? So my goal is 650 plus. I will make the, breakup in a sense that I will say I will score around 340 in biology and accordingly I will do it in physics and chemistry, like that. For efforts, okay. Now, as I am following a system of a college, suppose I have taken admission in Shri Gosalites Medical Academy, okay, I will follow their system, their test patterns, and the classes are taken by the teachers. I will revise the notes of my teachers as much as I can. And number one, that is in mainly in biology, along with the textbook, which is NCERT, multiple times. And number two, I will be doing the study material. I will be doing the study material or any other guidebook. For example, many people use the fingertips, MTG fingertips. Okay, both more or less questions are same. Okay, I will be using the study material of this college. And number three, I will be doing the questions of physics and chemistry, the questions given by my teachers in every class. This is my toolkit. This is my toolkit for my success. Measurement, the teachers are doing, the system is doing by taking tests, and I will be evaluating that how my marks are increasing and what I have made a change in the lifestyle. I am going down, 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 right? So that we will calibrate in this entire session of 9 to 10 months. So all the very best, my dear children. I love you all, and I want that you should get the right result at the end of the session, because there should be some return of investment. Investment means you are investing your time, your faith into a system, and it will be very painful if the investment does not give any return. So my firm, my feeling is you all should get the right result. But then, what is the result? Simply that I will become doctor. No, it's not like that. We have to be radical, we have to be practical, we have to be pinpoint. So the pinpoint is, as I told you, 650 plus. That is my goal to score. And my goal, I think, I have written 340 plus. And according to, because I don't want to write in physics and chemistry, that is not my subject, but accordingly I will write. So I will make a plan out of it, like how I will score 350 plus. And for 340 in biology and 120 or whatever in the other subjects, I will be doing the right. I will not be making a lot of efforts. Remember that. It is a game of bowling. You know, the game of bowling. Bowling you might have seen in some clubs or in some indoor stadiums. There is a big ball, a football-like ball, and you have to hold the ball and you have to roll the ball in the track. And there are targets to be hit by that, and you have to roll the ball in such a way that it used to hit all the targets, right? As many targets as you can. Now, this NEET competition is equally dependent on the style as the game of bowling. In the game of bowling, strength is not required. Very strong arms, and we throw the ball. Maybe if we throw the ball with more force, the ball will go out of the track and we will be disqualified. There is a certain trick of throwing the ball in the track. Same is NEET examination. This is not a game of strength. It is a game of tricks, styles, and a pattern. So we don't expect you to do big books in any subject. It will be simply a waste of time. Time to time, we will be guiding you what to follow, which books to follow, which literature to follow. And believe me, whatever is the best literature, your teachers have already followed that, and that's what they are delivering. Okay. So in my whole experience, I am teaching more than 20 years. In my experience, I found that this type of matter in this topic in plant physiology, this is the best material, the gist of all the books that I have read, right? So if I am delivering that, that is your, that is your target. Because whatever is a good book, good material, right material, I have done that work. That's what my experience is saying to you. I hope children, enough. Time to time, I will be telling you more about the motivation. It is not simply a motivation. It is telling you the game of NEET. It is a game of NEET. It is the art of NEET UG, right? And when you go through in NEET, then your teachers there in medical college will teach you the art of NEET PG. Yes, they call it the art of NEET PG, right? All the very best, my dear children. And so I will start the question paper as we have decided. And if it is my offline class, I would have asked the students to come to the board and do the questions. But since it is an online class, that cannot be done. My dear children, let me open the question paper. Can you see the question paper here? Locomotion, bio. Biology. NEET test paper 17. Okay. So this is a biology paper. We'll be doing the questions in zoology. Which of the following statement is not true regarding gel electrophoresis? Mendel studied question number 103 for 5. Question number XO type of sex determination can be found in. Yes, please. XO type of sex determination can be found in. You people are seeing it ulta, opposite. Hello. Will you come for online batch whole year? Better these things, really, I cannot promise anything right now. Yes, you are right. It is Drosophila, nahi bacha. Drosophila is like us, XY. See, this is a confusion between Drosophila and grasshopper. Grasshopper. Drosophila kadu, grasshopper. Drosophila is like us. It follows, one is X by A, that is a genic balance, and one is, if it is a diploid one, diploid to N, then XY type of sex determination. And what? If it is XX, it is a female, and if it is XY, it is a male in case of Drosophila. Yes, in Drosophila, it is not only this method, there are other methods, because a Drosophila can be tetraploid, it can be hexaploid, like that. So in that case, a different type of formula has to be applied. We'll talk about that. The correct answer here in this question is grasshopper, okay? So birds, any idea how the birds, what type of determination is there in the birds? Yes, please. Who will tell me fast? Who will tell me? Yes, very good. ZZ and ZW in case of birds, very good. And monkey, anyone can tell me in monkeys? Monkeys, what type in monkeys? Yes, XX and XY in monkeys. And Drosophila, I just told you, it is just like same as us, XY. The appearance of recombination nodule, I think the botany teacher will discuss. Micropropagation, flowers. Okay, this is a botany paper, I believe, na? Explanation, the most dominant. What we can do, we can directly start with the zoology one. And there are some questions which in Andhra syllabus, they are in zoology. For example, the ecology questions that I would be doing, but otherwise, other questions. This is a botany paper, I believe, na? ये क्वेश्चन खत्म हो गए, उसके बाद में ये शुरू Volcanic activity, phosphorus cycle. Okay, I will discuss that. First, I will take the zoology paper. We don't follow the zoology botany type of classification as happens in entire India. In Andhra, it is a little different. ये क्वेश्चन कौन से आ गए कि जूलॉजी वाले नॉट अ फंक्शन ऑफ कंडक्टिंग हाँ ये आ गए सो दे विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम आई थिंक ये हो गए 150 151 से स्टार्ट होंगे 151 okay let's take 151 okay children this is a question. Natural selection, where more individuals acquire specific character value other than the mean character value, leads to, see, it says specific character value. It is not saying characters, only character value. That means either in the direction, either towards the left side or towards the right side, but not in the mean. So what type of selection it is? It is a directional natural selection. It is a directional natural selection. Okay, most of the answers are they are matching. One or two answers are not matching. My answers, which I am still firm on it, our college answer and their answer is not matching. One or two, I think, not more than that. Given below are two statements. Statement one, mycoplasma can pass through less than 1 micron. This botany teacher is discussing in Andhra. A dehydration reaction links to two glucose molecules. Biochemistry comes in botany in Andhra. And that's the reason we have not, we know all this, but since we have not revised it, that's the reason we cannot comment on it. And identify the asexual. ये भी आ गया क्या? Given below are two statements, one labeled as assertion. Yeah, this question. It says assertion all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. All vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates, but all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrate, because some chordates are urochordates, some chordates are also cephalochordates, and some chordates are vertebrates. So three type of chordata, UCB, three type of chordata, beta, please remember this. UCV, UCV, U stand for urochordate, C stand for cephalochordate, and this is vertebrate. In vertebrata, the notochord has been replaced by vertebral column. Okay, there is a note here I want to put. In case of chondrichthyes, what happens that they have both. They have got a notochord plus a vertebral column. Very important. In case of chondrichthyes, they have both. Chondrichthyes are the cartilaginous fishes. They have got both notochord as well as the vertebral column. In cephalochordates, the notochord comes in the embryo and it also continues throughout life. And since this classification is based on this notochord and which is persistent throughout life, the cephalochordates are also known as the true chordates. They are also called true chordates. Okay. Now the euro means tail. Here, the notochord is present in the tail. Tail of adult or tail of larva? Come on. Tail of adult or tail of larva? Notochord is present in the tail, and you are right, it is in the larva. Tail of larva. Okay, so this is, therefore, all vertebrates, they come in chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. The assertion is correct. The reason is given is that notochord is replaced by vertebral column in the adult vertebrates. because here the notochord is replaced. So they are a unique group where the notochord is replaced. Perfect. Perfect. In the light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. Beta, assertion is correct, reason is correct, but and also the reason is explanation of the assertion. The reason is saying in the right direction of the assertion, though it is not answering everything, the reason, but still it is in the right direction, following the right direction. So here the correct answer is 1 means assertion is correct, reason is correct. One according to the previous assertion reasoning. One according to the previous means assertion is correct, reason is correct, and the reason is a true explanation of the assertion. This is known as the answer number 1. Let us see where it is like this. A and R are correct, and R, this is the 3-1. Okay. In earlier AIMS examination, the third statement which is here used to come in the first statement. So it's still the reflex, my reflex answer is 1, but you have to see where it is matching, and the correct answer is 3. Hope you understand why the reason, and I think most of you have done this answer correctly. Breeding crops with higher level of vitamin and minerals under normal physiological condition in human being, every 100 ml of oxygenated blood can deliver how much ml of oxygen to the tissues? Okay, so in this regard, we know some data. Number one is the 25%. Okay, so one fourth or 25% of the oxygen carried by hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is, we can imagine hemoglobin as this car. It is a four-seater car. It is a four-seater car, and the seats are only for oxygen. So the seats are only meant for oxygen. Okay. So if it is 100% saturated, 4 oxygen molecules are loaded on this car. When this car is moving, it is passing through the capillaries. You know that in the capillaries, exchange takes place. Okay. So in a normal physiological condition, 1 out of 4, that means 25% of the oxygen is given to the tissues, Okay. So one-fourth or 25% or 1 out of 4, this is to be remembered. Another point is, see, what is this 100%? Now we know that 1 gram of hemoglobin, how much oxygen it can bound? Once again, my question is 1 gram of ये क्या हुआ यार? Sorry. Where is that Karthik? I'll do it here. Video not coming, still not coming. And even audio is not there. Okay, just wait, beta. Just wait.
2 minutes.
Where is he?
2 minutes.
भैया కొంచెం water. थैंक यू भैया. फोन किया उसको.
सर
पेरू, इसका नाम क्या है?
रवि सर.
नो कंप्यूटर पेरू. कंप्यूटर वीनू. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Sorry for this interruption. That person has. Meanwhile, I'll discuss with you some general points. See, I have seen mainly in the South Indian states. So they are very laborious people. Very, very laborious. Okay. Wait, beta, wait, just wait. I'm sorry for this, sorry for the interruption. That fellow has really ran away somewhere. That computer fellow has ran away. Okay. We'll see, we'll become harsh on him then. He should be there in the other, there is a control room where he should be there, observing everything is going on fine or not. We allow them to go for tiffins, breakfast, meals. Other than that, why to go out? It's not good. We'll see. We will take him into, we'll see. Meanwhile, in the South Indian states, biology is taken very, very secondary subjects. And all those guys who have taken biology as a secondary subjects, they are literally bleeding out. When they came out, they were literally into tears, literally. And many of them have really their spines where they have an attitude. I should call it a wrong attitude, okay? That some problem is outside. See, if the problem is in the roots and we are spraying the medicine on the leaves, it is not going to help. If the problem is in the leaves, we are spraying, we are pumping into the roots, it won't help that fastly. Okay, so we have to understand where is the problem, right? So what people do, they find all the problems outside. They don't understand that the deficiency from inside. And as long as they are finding out the problems outside, what is happening? These type of people have a unique type of demeanor, a behavior, because according to them, the problem is outside. So they keep on changing the college. They keep on changing the teachers. They think that might be a different college, might be a different hostel, might be a different room. They even find out problems in table lamp. I found one person who says that yesterday I got the table lamp from Amazon.
Sir, please tell them to join again.
Please guys join again. वो तो आवाज ही नहीं जा रही ना, आवाज नहीं जा रही. Please children, my dear children, join again beta. Please join again. Video and audio Ravadham Ledu sir. Okay beta, just join again please. अब ये क्या होगा, इसका YouTube का क्या होगा? YouTube
YouTube working, sir.
ये उल्टा हो रहा है इसमें.
Other side.
No problem. Okay.
It will come reverse.
It will come in the side, right? Okay.
रिपीट करता है.
इसको ऑडियो को ये म्यूट कैसे करना है?
Sir, no video, sir.
Beta, 1 minute. We are doing better. Doing. The person has come. Just 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
I think the video has come now. Audio is there. Okay, and
Yes,
mute
sir.
all. हाँ ठीक है. I think now there is no disturbance also. Okay, children. So please join again. Everyone, please join again. Please join again, beta. Okay. So what I am saying here, let us continue this question. We know that 1 gram of hemoglobin combines with, okay, you tell me, 1 gram hemoglobin, 1 gram, how much oxygen it can carry? How much oxygen can be loaded on 1 gram? Tell me. 1 gram oxygen in, okay, 4 oxygen molecules. I want in terms of the weight. I want in terms of the weight, how much weight, mass of oxygen 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry. I mean, you can give me the, because it is a gas, now you can give me in volume. You can give me in volume, okay? Very good, very good. You are right, beta. So my answer is 1.34 ml. In terms of ml, 1 gram of hemoglobin combines with 1.34 ml of oxygen. Once again, what I am saying that 1 gram of hemoglobin, it combines with 1.34 ml of oxygen. This you have to learn it. Mug up this line, mug up, please mug up. Okay, and yes, you are right if I say that 1 molecule of hemoglobin, it can combine with 4 oxygen molecules. Okay, 4 oxygen molecules. But in terms of the weight and the volume, then 1 gram of hemoglobin combines with 1.34 ml of oxygen. Done, good. Now we know that 100 ml of blood has about dash grams of hemoglobin. Ideal, I mean the normal person should have how much gram of hemoglobin? Normal person should have 12, but it is taken to be 12 to 16. Yeah, 12 to 16. Okay, so I'll take it as 15. All the calculations are done as 15 grams. So they have taken the average value, not truly average, but as per their finding, the male and female average, a young age, old age, Indian race, American race, because that race has got more capacity in terms of the grams. Okay, I mean more gram of hemoglobin in their blood. Okay, so 100 ml of blood has 15 grams of hemoglobin, which means that 100 ml of blood, if we see how much oxygen 1 gram of hemoglobin can combine with 1.34 ml of oxygen. So, and 100 ml of blood has got 15 grams. So let us see 15 grams can combine with how much ml of oxygen? So 15 into 1.34 ml, right? Which is somewhere, I'll take it as the nearby value is 20 ml. So 20 ml of oxygen, 20 ml of oxygen is carried by 100 ml of blood when it is 100% saturated. When it is 100% saturated, I can write it is oxygenated blood. In oxygenated blood, once again, in oxygenated blood, 100 ml of blood has 15 grams of hemoglobin. This is the right hemoglobin percent. Then this is, I told you the average they have taken. Now 1 gram can combine with 1.34 if it is 100% saturated. Now since it is 15 grams, so 15 into 1.34 ml, that means 100 ml of oxygenated blood carry 20 ml of oxygen. Now when this blood passes through the tissues, you know that how does it passes through the tissues? It makes capillaries. Capillaries are leaky. Only a blood vessel where exchange is possible is capillary. Artery, vein, arteriole, venule, they do not participate in exchange. They are not leaky. Only blood vessel which is leaky, this is the capillaries. Okay, so let us come back to our value. This is an arteriole. 100 ml, 100 ml of blood has 20 ml of oxygen. 20 ml of oxygen in 100 ml of oxygenated blood, and then it gives oxygen to the tissues. Oxygen to the tissues. Then we found in the venule, if I check the venule, I find that it is having 15 ml of oxygen, 15 ml of oxygen per 100 ml of the deoxygenated blood. Remember that we are taking the blood as 100 ml, we are comparing in the 100 ml. 100 ml of this side is oxygenated blood, this side is oxygenated blood. This is called deoxygenated blood. When it gives oxygen and takes carbon dioxide, it gives oxygen and takes carbon dioxide, it is called deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood, okay? And in that blood, in a normal condition, normal resting condition, it still has 15 ml of oxygen. That means how much ml has been given? So 20 minus 15, which means 5 ml of oxygen. 5 ml of oxygen is delivered to the tissues by every 100 ml of blood under normal physiological condition. Now, if this is in normal resting condition, a person is resting, sitting. If the person is doing some activity, this 5 ml can increase. It can be 6 ml, 7 ml, 8 ml, like that. It keeps on increasing. If a person is really doing vigorous exercise, it can even become, so this can even become 15 ml. Just reverse. It can 5 to 15. It can become 5, from 5 to 15 in a vigorous exercise condition, but in a normal condition, 5 ml. Okay. So how much brought? 20 ml. From 25 is given. That means it is 25% or 1/4 of oxygen. But I hope you have understood this. I hope you have understood. I'm only skeptical because there was an interruption due to the video struck. And if it is not clear, later on you can tell me. I will repeat it once again. Let me go to some other questions. Okay, this is a good revision from that. Okay, chalo beta. Paper kahan gaya? Here the correct answer is fourth answer, which says that 5 ml. Okay, but if this is a normal physiological condition, okay, resting condition, 100 ml of oxygenated blood. Now if the question comes as deoxygenated blood, if the question comes as deoxygenated blood, and rather than O2, if the examiner writes CO2, and rather than to the tissues, it says to the alveoli, or lungs, okay? So what should be the answer? Okay, now I'll change the answer. What should be the answer? Under normal physiological conditions, in human beings, every 100 ml of deoxygenated blood can deliver how much ml of carbon dioxide to the alveoli? Yes, very good. Very good. Aditya, Gosalites, Varsha, Sneha, Deepati. No, Deepti beta, वो तो 5 ml तो ऑक्सीजन का था. Chinmay, yes, you're right. It is 4 ml. I don't find any difference in you guys as those who got right marks and you. I mean, your answers are very prompt. You will see, we will see after every test, we will evaluate why the marks, why you are losing marks. In terms of the fact, you know the fact, you are remembering the fact also. Knowing and it is in the memory, then why? Why you did not get around, as I said, you have to score around 340 in order to get the right marks, to get the right, seat, a medical seat, okay? Never mind, maybe some God's wish is there. Beta, yes, correct answer is 4 ml. So that is clear. Now, in which of the following animals' digestive tract has additional chambers like crop and gizzard? Now, where we have studied about the crop and gizzard, now if you remember, we have drawn the diagram of a cockroach. In cockroach, we drew, right? So esophagus, and then we make a crop, and just below the crop we make the gizzard. You remember we have made the diagram of cockroach. Let me just check whether it has got cockroach or in birds also. In birds also, NCRT has given this additional chambers called crop and gizzard are present in the digestive tract in birds also. Okay, so let me see the options. One says that uh, bufo. No, bufo is amphibian and Balinoptera is a mammal. So this is straight away, we can deny it. In amphibian, it's not like that. Okay, now Corvus. Corvus correct, Columba correct, but chameleon. Chameleon is a reptile and reptile does not have. So that is also not correct. Okay, now let's come to other options. One option says Katla. Straight away, Katla is a bony fish, so we can cut the Katla. It is a bony fish, we can cut the Katla. So let us check. Now, only answer left is 2. Let us put a dot there to read the full statement. Pavo, peacock, Sittacula is a parrot, and Corvus is a crow. Crow, parrot, Sittacula, parrot. Pow, 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 pow. What is pow? Pow is more. It is peacock. Okay, peacock, the national bird of India. So yes, the correct answer is Pavo, Sittacula, and Corvus, my dear children. Let us go to next question, and this question is about in E. coli strain I gene. Now this is biotechnology, nitrogenous. Yes, we will do this question. 162. Which of the following functions is not performed by secretions from salivary glands? Okay. So salivary glands, what are the secretions of the salivary gland? Now there is water, there is mucin. Okay, so there is water more than 90%. Then there is mucin. I'll write mucus here to make it simple for you. Then electrolytes are there. Electrolytes are there, and in electrolytes only you can see the buffers are there. Buffers, some electrolytes act like buffers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and enzymes are there. Okay, so normally questions come on the enzymes. Let me just check what are the options, and let me just write down the enzymes. Enzymes are: number 1 is salivary amylase, which is a starch digesting enzyme, salivary amylase, and number 2 is lysozyme. Lysozyme, this is an antibacterial enzyme. Among the electrolytes, please remember that it has only monovalent ions. Only monovalent ions. Monovalent valent ions. It has only monovalent ions. Okay. So let me just see the options. Lubrication of oral cavity. Yes, lubrication of oral cavity. Which of the following is not? Digestion of disaccharides. Now, disaccharide, you require sucrase, lactase, okay, maltase. This is not the function. So let me put a dot to read other options. Control bacterial population in mouth. Yes, lysozyme is there. This is a function. Digestion of complex carbohydrate like starch. It is also the function. So what is not the function is digestion of disaccharides. So where exactly the disaccharidases, that means the enzymes to digest the disaccharides are present. Where exactly the enzymes are present for disaccharides? Come on. Not in the mouth, beta. No. Yes, you're right. Duodenum, perfect answer. Okay, I'll just change the question. What type of glands produce disaccharidase? Example, maltase, isomaltase, lactase, sucrase. Hmm? Maltase, isomaltase, lactase, sucrase. Which gland is producing? Yes, intestinal mucosa, correct? You can also call them as brush border cells. Brush border cells. These are the enzymes produced by the brush border cells, and the juice is known as succus entericus. The intestinal juice is called succus entericus. It is present in succus entericus in the duodenum, mainly active in the duodenum. Very good. And the enzymes are disaccharidases. Okay. Enzymes are sucrase, maltase, isomaltase, lactase. Nitrogenous waste is excreted in the form of pellet or paste. Now, what type of nitrogenous waste can be excreted in pellet or paste? You know that it is uric acid. Uric acid can be excreted. Now, just see what are the, let us see the uricotelic animal. Which one is a uricotelic animal? Now, hippocampus, seahorse, it is not a uricotelic, it is a monotelic. A monotelic. Pavo, bird, it is uricotelic. Pavo is uricotelic. Now, let us see, we'll put a dot here. Ornithorhynchus, it is egg-laying mammal, but it's a mammal. Mammal means ureo. This is, I'll write, okay, ureotelic. Hippocampus is a monotelic, okay. Now salamandra, who will tell me what is salamandra? Who will tell me what is salamandra, beta? Yes, your answer is correct. To me is correct. Likita, no, beta, it is not salamandra. No, it is not ammonia, beta. Salamandra is a tailed amphibian. Okay, I will write here. It is a tailed amphibian. It is a tailed amphibian. Amphibian. Now tell me what should be the nitrogenous waste form? Yes, you're right. It is ureotelic. Very good. It is ureotelic. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So salamandra, I hope, and ornithorhynchus, it is egg-laying mammal. Okay, duck-billed platypus is ornithorhynchus. Pavo is peacock, and birds are uricotelic. You have seen the droppings of birds. Okay, sometimes they have dropped on us also. There are many victims of the birds dropping. Sorry to say about that, but it's natural, it's normal. So you have seen the droppings of the bird. The dropping is known as guano. It is called guano. It has got two parts, okay? So one part is white in color, and one part which is more liquid type is brown in color. You know, one part is white in color and one part is brown in color. Now, this is their complete, this is their urine as well as their excreta. Both urine as well as their excreta. So, what is the urine mainly? Urine is this part. This is their urine. It is like a paste, like a paste. And the more liquid type, this is their excreta. Excreta. Excreta or fecal matter. Fecal matter. which comes from their digestive tract. This is urine, which mainly composed of uric acid. Let me tell you, beta, the commercial production of uric acid is being done by the birds dropping. So they collect the birds dropping, and from the birds dropping only, the commercial level production of uric acid is done. Okay, so it's a good general knowledge for you. My dear children, let us go to the next question, and let me take you to the next question. This question is about E. coli. Botany teacher will do this. Biotechnology will be done by botany teacher. Let us see this one. Which of the following is present between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column? Perfect. Adjacent bones of the vertebral column. Okay. So two vertebral column has got intervertebral disc. We all know it is intervertebral disc. Intervertebral disc. And better, this is made up of fibrocartilage. This is made up of fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage. This is known as intervertebral disc. Intervertebral disc. It is made up of fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage. Correct answer is yes, cartilage. Okay, let's put a dot. Intercalated disc, no. This is in the muscles. It's in the cardiac muscles. Smooth muscles, no. Areolar tissue also, no. So this is cartilage. Hope this is clear to everyone. Let us go to the next question. And the next question given below are two statements. Statement number one, fatty acids and glycerol cannot be absorbed into the blood. Fatty acids and glycerol cannot be absorbed into the blood. Statement number two, specialized lymphatic capillaries called lacteals carry chylomicrons into lymphatic vessels and ultimately into the blood. Now, what is your answer? Statement number one. It is correct. Fatty acids and glycerol, they are converted into chylomicrons, which is a type of lipoprotein. 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 Chylomicron is a lipoprotein. See, what is the word? Lipo. That means it has got lipid and protein. It has got protein. So what is a lipid here? Triglyceride. What is a lipid? Triglyceride. And there is a protein. All around there is a protein. So these are small fat globules surrounded by protein, and these are known as chylomicrons. Chylomicrons. Okay, done. So correct, statement number one is correct, and statement number two is also correct. It says that ultimately into the blood. Yes, correct. Because our lymph ultimately opens into the veins. There are two big lymph vessels in the body. So it's not entering into the every vein like that. No. All the lymph of the body is collected into one place, and then from that place it is carried to the blood in the form of two vessels. Okay, there is a left lymphatic duct, the main duct. Okay, and there is a right lymphatic duct. These are the two right and left main ducts are there. So the left lymphatic duct, it opens into a big vein in the neck, and the right lymphatic duct opens into a big vein in the neck. Now this is a question for you. Can you tell me the name of that vein? I accept this is not a question for NEET UG, but certainly it's a question for NEET PG. But my students already know about that, which is the main vein in the neck. Yes, you are right. It is a subclavian vein. Subclavian vein. Perfect. It's a subclavian vein. Okay. Okay, and jugular and subclavian junction, but you can write subclavian vein. Subclavian vein, left subclavian and the right subclavian, into which the lymph of the body is poured. Now, lymph, you know what is a lymph in the body? Just imagine we have a big pump. So just imagine there is a building and a lot of functions. It is a factory, it's a big factory, a lot of functions are happening. Okay, and all the functions are being done by a main fluid here, which is called blood. So we have to pump the blood, because blood carries all the nutrients, raw material. So we have to pump the blood to each and every tissues. So there are tissues, means there are many levels, there are many, we can say, floors in a big building, and through a pump, there is a large pump at the bottom, and with that pump, we are sending the blood to each and every part, each and every nook and corner of the building, so that right work can be carried on. Now, and you should know that this blood also comes back to you. It is not that you will leave it there. It will come back to you. Then you do some other changes, take out the waste and put more oxygen and nutrients, and then you send it again. So this is a work being done, and then we can expect the tissues to function normally. Okay. Now, what is happening when the blood is going to each and every part of the building? In that building, there is a pipeline from where the exchange is possible. The leakage of the oxygen and the leakage of the other nutrients is not possible in big pipelines. It is only possible in a very, very thin pipelines, because ultimately the blood enters into very, very thin pipelines called the capillaries. So it is being, the leakage of these fluid is happening into the capillaries, through the capillaries into the tissues. But due to the pressure gradient, the design of the body is such that whatever fluid that is being leaked out again enters into the capillaries, and then it is sent back to the heart again. Once again, fluid comes out, which takes all the good things from the blood into the tissues, and then it is returning back into the same, because I told you only leaky part in the whole blood vascular system, because it is called closed circulation. In a closed circulation, only capillaries are leaky. Okay, otherwise every part is closed. Wonderful. Now there is a small rider here, and the rider is when the fluid is returning back into the capillaries again, some part of the fluid is left into the tissues. In every floor, in every part of the building, it is not the 100% return. The building is not designed in a way that 100% complete, 100% of the fluid can return back. No, some part of it is left in each and every part. And this is an important thing because it contains some proteins. It contains some blood cells, WBCs, which provide defense to the body. It is an important fluid. It's not a waste. It is not urine. It's an important part of the blood. So we have to return this part of the blood back to the blood. Simple, right? So what this building has done, what is the makers of the building has done, they have made an alternate pathway wherein all this leftover fluid is collected in those pathways, okay, part of those pathways, and then all that fluid leftover is collected in big chambers, and then we, through big pipelines, we send that fluid back into the blood. Okay, and in the venous part, as just now someone has answered, into the vein, into the large vein of the neck. In the body, it is in the neck, and just imagine somewhere there is a large vein in the whole building where we are sending this fluid back into the blood. Once again, what is the system here? Blood coming into the arteries, into the arterioles, into the capillaries, into the venules, and into the veins. In the capillaries, leakage is possible. So some fluid leaks out of these capillaries, and that also returns back into the capillaries again and then taken to the veins. But it is not 100%. Some part of it is left. You can imagine that somewhere 10% of it is left in the tissues. So we have to return this important fluid. It contains some important proteins. It contains WBCs, defense cells. We have to send this back to the blood. So we make an alternate arrangement. and this arrangement is called lymphatic system. This arrangement is called lymphatic system. So this fluid, we have to give some name of the fluid now, because it is not exactly like it is a part of the blood, not exactly blood. Okay, it is not having the same composition, same color as that of the blood. It is it is not exactly like that of blood. So we cannot use the word blood for it. So we have used a word called lymph. In the lymphatic system, lymph. In the WBCs, we find one type of WBCs is predominant. One type is predominant in this lymph. So we have to give some name to that leukocyte, that blood cell, that white blood cell, and we call that blood cell, that white blood cell, as lymphocyte. So the juice is called lymph, and the predominant WBC present in the lymph is known as lymphocyte. Now we find that blood is not passing through some filters. It is, yes, there is a big filter, it's called spleen, and some filter is also happening in the liver. But in case of the lymph, how it is being filtered? It is filtered in certain places in the body which are known as lymph nodes. It is filtered in the lymph nodes, okay? So you can, I hope you understand. Someone asked me about the lymphatic system. I have given some idea about the lymphatic system, my dear children. And now let me come to the next question. Select the incorrect statement with reference to mitosis. Cell cycle will be taught by the, in fact, it is a very favorite topic of my favorite topic, but botany teacher will discuss that. Now, given below are two statements. The release of sperm into the seminiferous tubules is called spermiation. My dear children, here comes an important point. And the important point is, just read the statement. Do you find that the statement is correct? The release of sperm is called spermiation. Yes, correct. It is the release of sperm is spermiation. Correct. Into the seminiferous tubule. Into the seminiferous tubule. From the NCRT, this word is different. But even though it is different, it is giving the same meaning. It is giving the same meaning. The detachment, in my class, I used to tell everyone, it is the detachment of the sperms from the Sertoli cells, that is called spermiation. NCRT has written a very simplified way. It says the release of sperm out of the seminiferous tubules is called spermiation. However, it involves detachment from the Sertoli cells. So, what do you think the statement is? Now, we all think the statement is correct. However, it is not exactly matching with the NCRT statement, but still the meaning is not different. So, here comes a learning. And not only the learning for students, the learning mainly for the teachers. Yes, the teachers out there, mainly learning for us. And the learning is, we cannot make a question wherein we just change one word from the NCRT line and think that the statement has become wrong. So last 5-6 years, I am continuously saying about that, and people, some understand, but they don't follow. Some people understood. Right, but they don't follow. They say, okay, it is NCRT, it is not matching with the NCRT, it is correct. Even though the meaning coming out is same. See, do you think that the NEET makers, the question paper setters, are that dumb that they have to really copy the NCRT line and just make a small tweak and make it a wrong statement? No. Sometimes the teachers in coaching institutes, they have some limitation because a small part of the chapter is coming in the test and they have to prepare 50 questions from a small portion. So there comes a limitation. Sometimes the teacher can give every line, nook and corner of the NCRT and just change a punctuation and then saying that the state is not matching with the NCRT. No, it should not be done like that. This statement, according to me, is a correct statement. The meaning coming out is also same. Dorland Medical Dictionary uses into only, not uses outside. You can check it. Dorland Medical Dictionary. My dear children, statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, spermiogenesis is the process of formation of sperm from spermatogonia. Now, this statement is wrong because from spermatogonia, sperms, this is spermatogenesis. Spermiogenesis is just the differentiation. It is the differentiation from a spermatid into a cell, which is like a sperm, right? It has got an acrosome, it has got a nucleus in the head region, it has got a middle piece, and it has got a big tail. So this formation of all this is known as sper. This is called spermiogenesis. My dear children, hope you understand. This is right, this is wrong, and you get your answer. Okay. Any issues so far? You can tell me. Enough? From cell to very good differentiation, spermatid. Okay, so I will not be repeating every now and then. Do not take any subject, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, as less important or more important. Remember, if it is like that, the NEET makers would have given different marks to different questions. If you are not aware, let me tell you, in the NEET PG, different questions have got different weightage. And also, the marks, they come out to be different. Sometimes students are aware, sometimes they are not aware. Then the computer will do that. According to, the responses, it will mark it as hard, it will mark it as moderate or easy. If many students are answering it correct, it will mark that easy. There is a set percentage. After the set percentage, it comes in moderate. And very few people have done it correct, it comes in hard. And hard, moderate, and easy, these questions have different weightage in terms of marks. Okay, so that is in the NEET PG. This system is not followed in NEET UG. Every question has equal marks. Every subject, physics question also same 4 marks, chemistry question also same 4 marks, biology question same 4 marks. If you gain 4 marks, or if you lose, if you make it and then it is wrong, you lose 5 marks. It is same. So why in the mind you give different weightage? Already in our system, we are giving you extra time in physics and chemistry. You know that every day one extra lecture you get in physics and chemistry as compared to biology. In North India, it is not like that. In Allen, it is almost same. It is almost equal. It is going as YouTube live also, and people can comment if I am wrong. Many Allen teachers, my fellow teachers were there. They are giving equal time in physics, chemistry, and biology. Here we are giving you extra time. Then why you want even extra time for reading? Right. So please follow the same rule here. Every question carries equal marks. Every subject has got equal weightage. You also give equal efforts in all the subjects. No matter it is easy, see, we are not writing. If it is a IP, public examination, or CBSE 12th class examination, or IP in states, then we can say that this is a difficult subject, easy subject. Let us do the easy later on. Let us do the difficult. This is not like that. It is a competition. It is a competition. Here, marks doesn't matter. Here, what matters is how you have performed with respect to others. It is a competition. And in a competition, you have to understand, if a topic is easy, it is easy for all. If a topic is difficult, it is difficult for all. You have to shine from them, among them. You have to make a mark among them. Then only you are right. Then only you will get the merit. If it is easy, it is easy for all. All the people writing the NEET examination. Then you have to be extra accurate in your answers. There is no margin of error. And that has to be learned. It takes time. It is not something, we are born with. No, it takes time. It takes learning to become extra accurate. No margin for error if it is an easy subject at all. My dear children, let's meet you other time. My time is over now. Some other teacher will come here. God bless you all. It's a first class. Many people have joined new, and I hope that I made you understand that topic. Okay. If you have some issues, you can write to me. You can talk to me. My number is 9. It's a YouTube live, so I will not mention right now. But through messages, many people know my number. You can take my number from our college also. Okay, so then you can talk to me directly. You can give me a WhatsApp message. Since it is also going on YouTube, I don't want to tell my mobile number. All the very best, children. God bless you all. Love you all. Bye bye. Some messages are coming. Bye bye. Spermatid into sperm. Yes, spermatid into spermatozoa. इसको बंद करो भाई.